You've booked your cruise on Marella Explorer and you're counting down the days until your holiday. It's a very exciting time. This video is going to take you from top to bottom, front to back, deck by deck, so you can start to learn the layout of the ship and make the very most of your hard-earned holidays. If you don't know us, I'm Rachel Hees-Wills and we are Postcard and a Pint, and we love a cruise, us. Let's start with the basics. The flat end's the back or aft, the pointy end's the front or forward, and everything that lies in between is full of fun, food and frolics. Take it away. Let's start right at the top on deck 14 aft. Remember, that's the back. There's not a great deal up here, but you will find the hideout, the teen section of the kids club. This is a great place to watch sail away or catch a gorgeous sunset. There are a few sun lounges up here if you don't fancy being poolside on deck 11. There is a forward section of deck 14, but you'll need to drop down to deck 12 below to get there. This forward section is called the veranda and has a few sun lounges by day, and more often than not, a stunning sunset in the evening. Let's move down to deck 12. At the front of the ship on deck 12 is the Indigo Club, or the ship's disco. On the day you leave, you can check your hand luggage in here if you have a late flight. Otherwise, this is a quiet space by day, but where the party is by night. Okay, it does get busier than this, we're told. We're just rubbish at staying up. On the port side of the Indigo, you'll find a small casino. A very small casino. We did see it in action once, but if you want a big casino, this ship's not for you. Next on deck 12 is outside space, overlooking the pool. This is the running track, but we tended to walk and watch sunsets. Much nicer. As you head aft, you next come to the shack bar. We always found this to be a quieter bar when the pool was busy. Honest, this is quiet compared to the one below. There's then a few cabins. Then next up is the sports court on port side and mini golf on starboard side. Sometimes there are organised events at these areas, but otherwise you're welcome to rock up and play. You'll find the equipment you need in boxes nearby. And that's deck 12. We're now back at the aft of the ship again. Down we go. On deck 11 aft is our favourite bar, the Mediterranean bar. There's nothing nicer than a drink looking out over the ocean, either by day or night. There is also a covered indoor area of this bar, should it rain on your trip. This area also gives you two dining options. On the starboard side, there is Italian at the Mediterranean, serving pizza and pasta. The pasta is lovely. You select your pasta type, sauce and extras. They give you a buzzer, you enjoy a drink in the sunshine, and then when your buzzer goes off, voila! Your uniquely cooked pasta dish. Opposite, on port side, is tapas at the Mediterranean. They're a friendly bunch, and it's tapas time. This one is also included in your cruise fare, but there are a few paid extra dishes on the menu. Let's move on, and next up is the marketplace, the ship's buffet. This is open for breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner and late night snacks. You're bound to find something you like. We really enjoyed the different theme nights they had in the buffet. What was your favourite night, Wills?
Chinese night.
You'll also find juice and tea and coffee readily available here. And that's the marketplace. Moving forward. Next on deck 11, you'll find the ship's pool area. This is also where you'll find the Snack Shack. Snack Shack does fast food like burgers, hot dogs and cookies. You can either eat them in these cool little beach houses or take them back to your sun lounger. You'll also find this grab-and-go fridge full of sandwiches and snacks if you'd prefer. Poolside can get pretty busy when at sea. You'll also find a wide programme of entertainments on too. But there is dedicated quiet time each day. Having fun, Wills? Good lad. On our cruise, we had a barbecue out on deck one day. It was great. Moving forward past the pool and this forgotten melon from the barbecue, you'll next find the whirlpools. There are only 3, so get in when you can. Next up on starboard side is Scoops, the ice cream place. This isn't included in your cruise fare, but should you partake in a bit of the old ice cream, you can pedal off the calories while you eat it on these great stools. Opposite Scoops on port side is the pool bar. When at sea, this one was more often than not very busy. Our advice is that if there is a large queue, pop up the stairs to the shack bar on the deck above. That one was always quiet. We're now at the front of the ship on deck 11, and we've arrived at the spa and gym. We're not really spa people, but there seemed to be a wide variety of treatments available. And the gym looked well equipped. Leaving the spa behind, it's time to head downstairs. But before we do, let's just talk about the info boards by the lifts. These are interactive. On them you can see what's going on around the ship, port information, and if you're lost like Will's, even find your cabin. Deck 10 is all cabins and is the deck that we stayed on. We found it a good location and our inside cabin suited us fine. Deck 9 is also all cabins, apart from the Mini M Kids Club for under 3s at the back of the ship. Down to Deck 8, and that's mostly cabins too, although you will find the upper level of the Atrium and also the attic, which is essentially the ship's library. Here you'll find books and games. Next door to this is the Gamer Zone. This has various consoles, but quite honestly, we never saw anyone here. Down to Deck 7, and at the front of the ship you'll find the entrance to the Broadway Show lounge. But before we step inside the theatre, how do you tell which end of the ship you're at? Well, Marella have made it really easy. As well as the interactive boards, each stairwell and lift bank are colour-coded. Take it away, Rach. The colour scheme for the back of the ship, or aft as we say in ship terms, is green. And the middle of the ship is red. And the front of the ship, or forward as we say in shipping terms, is blue. Right, so we're now on Deck 7 forward. So what colour's the stairwell, Rach? It's blue. Correct. Now we've cleared that up, let's make our way into the theatre. As you arrive, you're offered a drink. It's very civilised. For the size of the ship and the number of passengers, it's a really good-sized theatre. There are tables for your drinks, and we think that all seats in the theatre offer a great view. The show team work really hard, and we enjoyed their Broadway-style shows. Leaving the theatre, you'll next come to the Broad Street shops. It's the usual mix of jewellery, handbags and designer clothes, but there are often promotions on, meaning you can grab a bargain. Next you arrive at the Atrium. It's not the grandest atrium in the world, but it's got a long video wall and a glittery Marella sign, perfect for Insta pics. Next up is Corella. This is a paid extra dining venue and it serves a speciality Pan-Asian menu. Next to Corella is Surf and Turf, another paid extra dining venue, but this time a steakhouse. Do book any speciality dining you want to try before you go. We didn't and missed out. At the entrance to these two restaurants is the aperitif bar, should you fancy a cheeky cocktail before dinner. Continuing aft, we next arrive at Umei Sushi. This is another paid extra dining venue, specialising in Japanese-inspired dishes. We're now at the back of the ship once again and have arrived at the Squid and Anchor, the ship's pub. There are a lot of activities that take place here, such as
postcard in the pipe, doing a quiz.
We also attended an audience with the captain, which was a lot of fun. At night, this venue hosts karaoke, game shows and live music. Tucked away in the starboard corner is the gin and whiskey bar. Then outside of this bar is the smoking area. What do we think?
We've ended up on the smoking deck again, nearly on the smoke, but it's one of the best seats in the house.
Sail out for sure. It really is stunning for a sail out, and on our cruise, wasn't busy at all. Down to Deck 6 we go, and this is a beautiful open deck to sit and watch the ocean, play some deck games, or go for a stroll. But back inside, at the aft of the ship, is the upper level of the Latitude restaurant, the ship's main dining room. This one is included in your cruise fare, so what are we having?
Pumpkin soup for me today.
And Rach?
A courgette frittata.
And for pudding, we're going to cheese and crackers. Both crackers, me.
You are crackers, you. But now it's time to move forward on Deck 6. Next up is the lounge. This is a nice relaxed bar, and you can enjoy live music here most nights. It's also very pink. Next up is the coffee port. If you like specialty coffees and cookies, this is the place for you. These will come as an extra though. We're back at the Atrium once again, and moving forward we arrive at the cruise holiday store, so you can book your next cruise. Next up is the cinema. Some people love to catch a film on a sea day, or in the evening, so if that's you, this is your place. Outside the cinema is the ship's only escalator, and next to that is the photo gallery. You can book to have a professional photo shoot, but the ship's photographers are out and about capturing the cruise, and you can browse through to see if you've been papped. Look at that! We're back at the front of the ship and the lower level of the Broadway Show lounge, and they're still singing and dancing. We always love the meet the crew part of the final show. Cheers, everyone! It's down the stairs we go to Deck 5. It's just cabins at the front of Deck 5. But midship, you'll find reception. The friendly staff here can help you with any questions you may have, and you can enjoy the atrium from the bottom up. Destination Services is also located here for any questions regarding tours or any port information you may need. Opposite Destination Services is the Dining Club, the last paid extra dining venue on board. It's also supposed to be the most exclusive. It has a French-inspired menu and is said to be the best food on the ship. Now, to get further aft on Deck 5, you'll need to go up and over or down and under as the galley is in the way. But this gives us a great little bar that not many people visit. Bar 53 sits just by the lower entrance to the main dining room, but as most people enter from the deck above, this is a lovely quiet space. We often enjoyed a pre-dinner drink here and loved the huge sequin discs on the wall. But whatever you do, please don't touch them. And just like that, we're at the back of the ship again, at the main dining room. The port side of this dining room is a little different though. Tell us why.
Hello, welcome to Whistler.
Yes, the port side is an Italian restaurant. This is included in your cruise fare, but only has so many seats. You can't pre-book, so arrive early if you want to eat here. The food is delicious, and we highly recommend it. The lower floor of the Latitude restaurant is alongside vistas. We love the windows at the back. It's got to be one of the best restaurant views there is. And that's Marella Explorer. Well, there is a medical centre on Deck 4, but we hope you won't need that, so we won't show it. We hope you've enjoyed this deck-by-deck tour of Marella Explorer. And if you're sailing on her soon, have the best time ever. We're very jealous. If you've enjoyed this video, why not give it a like and subscribe to the channel? It's free to do. We also have some diary vlogs of our time on Explorer and a different type of ship overview. Go on, give us a subscribe. We've been Postcard and a Pint. Cheers.
What do you call a fish wearing a tuxedo?
I don't know.
Sophisticated!
Oh.